y'all, back with another banger. So we're gonna do a mukbang, and this is the video you guys been waiting for about how did I get cheated on twice. Yeah, I know it's been a little minute, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do a mukbang. It's seafood boil. I went ahead and boiled it with this. I put the Old Bay seasoning. I got my lobster, my dungeon crab. I got my boiled egg. I got shrimp, and I got sausage. So before we get into it, I want you to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget that notification button, because guess what? Every time I drop a banger, it's going to let you know I just dropped a video. So yeah, let's go and get right into it. So y'all, this happened a long time ago, and we're going to go ahead and take his name out. We're going to come up with a fake name. I say Jacob. Jacob is fine. Yes, we can go ahead with Jacob. I never dated no one named Jacob, but I'm going to go ahead and just say his name is Jacob. Okay, anyways. So, way back in the days or whatever, it's this boy named Jacob went and found me on social media. And I'm like, who is this? Where he came from? Like, don't be sending me no friend requests. I don't know you like that. Anyways, yeah. So, I went ahead and went through his little page or whatever. You know that FBI stuff. Aries, as you can see. So I went through his page and I was like, oh, where he came from? How many friends he got with me that's mutual? Da, 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 da. So I'm just like, oh, whatever. So he ended up sending me a friend request. I ended up accepting it. It took a while, but I ended up accepting it, whatever. So make a long story short, he went ahead and messaged me. So I'm just like, what is he messaging me for? I guess because I saw, you know, I accepted his friend request or whatever. So anyways, he sent me a message, and he was just basically telling me like, oh, he wanted to take me out and stuff like that. So I'm just like, boy, please. I don't even know who you is. Like, whatever. So I was like, take me where? Like, where you come from? Where you live? Da, da, da. Make a long story short, it was a long distance relationship. So, you know, I already know how that go. That was my first and last long distance relationship. So, yeah, so he don't even live down here. So we're going to go ahead and blur out where he actually lives. So I'm going to say New York. He don't live in New York for real, but I'm going to just go ahead and say New York. But it was somewhere far than Miami, because that's where I'm located. So he was like, oh, I want to take you out. And da, da, da. So we ended up going on our little first date or whatever. It was somewhere in Hollywood Beach where we just sat down, we just ate, blase, and had a whole little conversation. So he was basically trying to get serious with me or whatever. So I'm just like, boy, you don't even know me. I don't even know you. Yeah, so, this egg was so good. So yeah, I'm just like, oh, how did you find me? Like, who sent you to my page? You know, just ask all these questions on a little first date or whatever. Because, you know, the first date, they be lying. You know how they be. So he was like, no, I just came across your page. Da, 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 da. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So, make a long story short, he wanted to date. We end up dating. We end up going out, XYZ, XYZ. So the long relationship decided to start. As it's starting, you know, we got to call each other in, out, in the morning times, in the evening time, at night or whatever. So I'm just like, I don't know what he's doing. He don't know what I'm doing. We can sit up there and lie or whatever about what we doing, but that's what happens when you do a long distance relationship. When you do a long distance relationship, you just gotta hope for the best and, you know, just keep on moving. But anyways, fast forward. So we end up dating. It went into probably like in the middle of the year, maybe like 6 months or something like that into it. So I'm just like, hold on, you got this big house, right? Listen, y'all know you can't just tell me anything. Because first of all, Aries people, yeah, Aries, what you can see, yes. Aries people, listen, we're going to find out what it is, whether you want us to find out or not. We're going to end up finding out anyway. So, yeah, so I'm like, how you live in this big old house and you live by yourself? Like, hold on, something ain't right. So I just went ahead and, you know, continue looking at his little page or whatever. Y'all, do you know that he so-called was single, supposedly single before me, but at the same time, he was living in a house with his whole ex-fiance, supposed to be ex. I don't know how true it is, child, but yeah, living there with his whole ex-fiance. Only time he would call is when he go to work. And when he go to work, he'll call throughout, you know, the time while he at work. And when he get ready to get home or whatever, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go take me a shower, and then when I'm done, I'm gonna call you back. And he'll never be on the phone as he going inside the house. So something just told me, like, hold on, something ain't right. Like, why I can't be on the phone with you while you in the house? Y'all, don't you know, at the same time, the reason why I couldn't be on the phone when he was, walking inside the house or whatever is because she was home. But mind you, I ain't know all this until 6 months in. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna play it cool. Anyways, I played it cool for probably like, after I found out, probably like 2 weeks. And I just came out and told him, listen, I don't know what type of party you think this is, but this ain't it. This ain't it. Why? Because you could have just told me what you was doing. Oh, no, it ain't nothing like that. I'm gonna come move to Miami, and when I move to Miami, oh, it's up. Oh, we're gonna be together, XYZ. And y'all, let me tell y'all, he so-called was moved down here because his mama already stayed down here. So the plan was to move with his mama until he get his place or whatever. Now, let me tell y'all, it's way more than what I'm telling y'all, but I'm just like trying to sum it up with the video. But one particular time, he came down here on a plane. And he was like, oh, I want to see you when I come back down. And XYZ. So I'm just like, see me when you come back down. When you gonna be coming back down? He was like, oh, I'm gonna come tomorrow. So now y'all, I had to be working the next day. So I'm just thinking like, oh, he'll call me, later and let me know that he finna come back down or whatever. Make a long story short, he ended up calling me and he was like, oh, where you at? Cause I'm in front of your job. In front of my job? Wait, what? What type of games you on? Cause first of all, why was you at my job? I didn't even get to work yet. So y'all already know. Back then, I had like a list, full of people coming before I even get to work. So me not thinking, somebody outside or whatever. I'm just like, what? Who is outside? Like, why you ain't call it XYZ? Make a long story short, he ended up not going to work because he ended up getting on a flight to come back down. So this whole time, you don't know, I want to confront him and ask him, why is he lying about who he live with? Because, at the same time, he's steady telling me, that, he live in a big old house by himself. So I'm like, he must don't know, bitch. I already done been caught up on game about what's really going on. And he's just steady lying. So, y'all, I'm just like, you know what? This will be my last longest relationship. Because, first of all, why is you still lying? Anyway, he sued me down that he was lying. He sued me down he was lying. And he sued me down that, it was just me, XYZ. So, make a long story short, he ended up coming clean. Because he already knew I knew. I knew because it's just every day it was always something about being on the phone inside the house. Or him trying to so-called move down here, but it's taking forever for him to move down here. Or it's taking him forever to get transferred from his job or whatever. So, make a long story short, I got cheated on then because the whole 6 months we were so-called talking or whatever, he was still living in the house with a whole nother woman, supposedly ex-fiance. Ain't no way a man finna be living in the house with a woman that he so-called broke up with and they ain't finna try to slide on each other. Come on now. Once again, you can't run that on a Aries. No, ma'am. So, that's the first time I got cheated on. So, when all that took place or whatever, I'm just like, boy, you might as well just hang it up. Cause first of all, you already got caught. I don't even want to do this shit no more. Like, I don't even want to talk to you. Like, you lied from the beginning. You lied the moment you got in my DM. Let's keep it 100. So, we ended up talking it out. And I ended up giving in like a dummy. And when I ended up giving in or whatever, I gave him a chance to come clean. Because he did eventually come move down here. But when he moved down here, it was never no, oh, let's go get our house together. Or let's go do this family thing together. It was never, I ain't gonna say it was never that. It was so much, he lived with his mama and I stay in my house. So it was never no, oh, let's do this thing together. It was always, some separate stuff. But we would still talk. We would still hang out. We would still go to the clubs, you know, do whatever. So I'm just like, so what is it gonna be? Because you came this long way just to come down here and say, oh, we can still hang out, we can still be friends, and I mean not friends, we can still hang out and still kick it and talk and whatever. This whole relationship with me, but you ain't saying what it is. So right then and there, I felt some kind of way. And I'm like, oh, so he's cheating again. All right, bet. So I just never like, you know, stayed asleep on the situation because I already knew what happened the first time. So he's like, listen, he pulled this stuff again. That's my son in the background, but don't mind him because he in the pool. So he sleep on this again. Oh yeah, it's gonna go up. So fast forward, we end up hanging out, going to the club and stuff like that, whatever. And as he doing that, you know, we hang out or whatever. You know me, I'm still lurking on the page, trying to see what I can find, XYZ, XYZ. So as I'm lurking or whatever, I don't know how I came up on it, but I came up on it where he was dealing with somebody supposedly and gave a girl a ring for her birthday. So I'm like, what? You was just in my face complaining about XYZ. So he was like, oh, when we ended up breaking up or whatever, he was telling me that, you know, he met somebody, they was friends or whatever, because we ended up start talking. I'm gonna be real with you. After a while, we ended up start talking. But it was a good time when we was talking, but we ended up start talking and we tried to like make it work, but he still had like friends or whatever you want to call it on the side. So this particular individual girl, I don't know how I came up on it. I don't know if it was social media or somebody told me. Like, I don't remember, but this particular girl I came up on or whatever, I ended up seeing a video. I think it was social media. Now that I'm thinking about it, I ended up seeing a video or whatever, and he giving her a ring for her birthday. Like, what? What? Okay. So my job, I just seen him, and not only that, we still communicate on the phone. Not how we used to, but we still communicate. Why you couldn't just tell me that? So you already know he like. So anyways, I ended up seeing the video or whatever. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call him and see what this about. Make a long story short, he was like, oh, that's just a friend. Oh, she just wanted a ring for her birthday. Oh, it's nothing like that. Oh, we're not gonna get married. It's nothing like that, nothing like that. So they end up going through whatever they was going through, whatever. And I ended up getting a loss of my life. Like, my mom had ended up passing away. So I'm just like, dang, like, you gonna lie to me knowing I just got the death of my mama, knowing that, you know what I mean? Like, you would think a person to just be truthful and just, you know, be all down with you and be consoling and stuff like that. Child, no. So they end up going through whatever they was going through, whatever. And he came to me as a, oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk, you know, about what I'm going through and whatever it is that you're going through. So I was like, all right, whatever. I ain't think nothing of it. So we end up going out. As we going out or whatever, he just looking at me at the restaurant like, oh, you know, I always care about you. I always love you and that type of stuff. The things that we did and the time that we had, it was like, you know, good or whatever. He was like, he wish he could get, you know, what we had back and all. He just said all kind of type of shit that I probably wanted to hear at the time. Anyway, this was probably like on a weekend that we ended up going out. So a couple of months after that, I don't know how many months after that, but a couple of months after that, I get an inbox saying the same female he was just talking about at the restaurant we just had, went out to eat and had a conversation, is the same one that he walking down the aisle with. What? Listen. One thing about it and two things for sure, don't be believing them. Especially if it's long distance relationship, don't believe them. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all don't know how long I've been asking Jacob. Yeah, Jacob. Y'all don't know how long I've been asking Jacob that about that ring. Like, as if, so, y'all, when I tell y'all this is so good, I had to pause for a minute. This lobster, yeah, y'all. And then you sure? Y'all, you don't know how long I've been asking this man, why would he lie about that girl and that ring? Make a long story short, I don't mess with married man at all. Cause the simple fact is, the same way he lied before he married her is the same way he probably lying right now in that relationship, well, in that marriage. So don't be believing them, cause they be lying. I'm telling you. So, it don't end there. It continues. Cause I'm gonna tell you why. Remember when I just told y'all, if they lie before the marriage, they're gonna be lying in the marriage, right? He's still lying after the marriage. Now remember I told you I got cheated on the first time about him living in the house with a whole woman, him lying about it, all that good stuff. So now he married. What you think he doing? You think he being faithful? You think he being honest? Everybody ain't cut for a marriage life. Yeah, it look good with, the wedding and all that. Everybody coming to the wedding, buying you gifts, you looking good in your gown. That's once in a lifetime type of stuff that you won't. Trust me, you won't. But at the end of the day, everybody ain't cut like that. So just because you got the ring, that don't mean he being faithful. Because if he wasn't faithful before the ring, he ain't gonna be faithful after the ring or during the ring. You get what I'm going? So when I tell y'all it doesn't stop that, it doesn't stop that. It continue going on and on and on. And the only reason why it haven't pursued another relationship, whatever, because at the end of the day, I don't mess with married men. I don't do mess with married men. If I know you're married, it's cut off immediately. And trust me, before you even get a chance to lie to me and tell me that you're not, and trust me, I'm going to find out. Because you know why? I'm an Aries. And that's one thing about it, and two things for sure, we're going to find out. Yeah. So, with his situation, or any of them situation, I'm going to find out. Just how I found out the day they got married, just how I found out I knew that ring wasn't for her birthday. That he claimed it was. But let me tell y'all, this right here, this mukbang that I'm eating, this seafood boil, is so good. Let me tell y'all. It's another part to this. And my other part only get juicier. Because not only he was trying to get that ring, don't you know when we was talking back then? Yeah, we was standing inside the house. That particular girl who was standing inside the house, don't you know me and her became friends on social media, and she gave me all the tea. When I tell you all the tea, all the tea, all the tea, all the tea. Listen, y'all. When I'm done telling y'all what she gave me, y'all gonna be like, she the real one. For real. Cause ain't no way a BM or whatever you want to call her, an ex-fiance, whatever. Ain't no way they're gonna give y'all all the information. So anyway, I ended up blocking him. I blocked him on my social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, everything. I ended up blocking him. I still had my phone number when we was talking. Don't you know, he ended up calling me after he was married. Supposedly the conversation was, oh, I was just seeing how you was doing. Or I was just checking on you. Let me tell you something. If I could have pursued it, he would let it happen. Trust me when I tell you that. He'll let it happen. Because ain't no way you keep in contact with certain exes. You already don't jump that broom, boo. Those contacts should be dead. So ain't no way I'm gonna be with a man and he keep in contact with certain exes. No, ma'am. Either you change your number or them contacts gotta go. That ain't no low step of thing, that's just respect. So, what you gonna do? Cause I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the, you know. So ain't no way that's gonna go down in my house. I'm sorry. Cause if you know like I know, if you know, you know. Aries is quick to leave. We ain't got time for that, okay? So, I want to get into this baby mama situation. And what she told me, y'all gotta stick around for part 2 because it only get juicier. When I say juicier, girl, it get fire. You hear me? These little sausages is so good and spicy. Woo! It's really good. So, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know on part 2 what happened with your mama, the baby mama. What happened with her telling me what really went down. You know, when we so-called was dating and they was, you know, so-called living together, whatever. So I'm going to let y'all know on part 2. That's why I told y'all to click this notification button. So next time I drop a banger, y'all will know. And definitely come back for part 2 because it's going to get real hard up in here. When I say hard, hard. But yeah. Real hot. So bye y'all. Don't forget, click the notification, subscribe, like, comment, and let me know what y'all would have did if y'all was in my situation. But remember, part 2 gonna get even deeper because remember the baby mama ended up DMing me, matter of fact calling me on Facebook Messenger, girl, and she told me everything she needed to tell me that I didn't even know. So y'all don't forget, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification button, and guess what? We're gonna tune in for part 2. Bye.